Hey guys, Ningen here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are doing another sort of showcase for the units on the Siblings Bond category, fresh onto Global thanks to the LR, Gohan and Goten. Now I was looking through the list of who is on this category the other day while I was building some other teams, and I realised that of course Beerus and Champa are both on here. So I thought it'd be kind of cool just to do a video showing them off together. Now, obviously the Tech Beerus is probably the best solo Beerus just because of his easy A, making him an incredibly strong unit all by himself. And then Champa, although he does have a lot of his links, Champa became a much better unit after his awakening when Tech Hit came out. But primarily he became a Universe 6 support unit. So he doesn't provide much support to the Beerus outside of his links, but he does technically give those support buffs to himself. So you saw there though, very low attack stat. So this is a Rainbow Champa on this team under 170% attack lead. So the biggest problem with this physical Champa after getting his awakening is he still keeps the RNG related part of his passive, in which he has a medium chance, which the wiki lists as 25% of getting his attack plus 200% buff. And as you can kind of see from that first rotation, if he doesn't get that attack buff, then he doesn't really put out a respectable number. So I wasn't really sure what to expect from this showcase. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to have the two together. At least they link well, which is good. Like the Tech Beerus putting out over a 2 million attack stat on that first turn without any support units on the rotation and without his passive being active. Because of course the Easy A Beerus needs to get attacked before his passive kicks in and raises his attack stat. So we should see that here. In fact, we'll try and let Champa go first just to see if we did get that attack raise. The problem is when it flashes up at the start of the turn to show their passives, his one, because he gives a support boost, his will always come up. So it's hard to tell whether he actually got the attack boost. So, oh yeah, he definitely got it this turn. There you go, 2.1. So that is basically the same as the turn 1 fully easy aid Tech Beerus. Now obviously we did have the physical Gohan on rotation with his support passive, but yeah, the RNG definitely kicked in there. I don't think I've ever seen him putting out an attack stat like that. So right, let's leave this Gohan in the front. I randomly managed to find someone must have just pulled the Gohan and Goten on my friends list, because I managed to find a friend that isn't even at 55% yet. So I figured I'd bring them, just the same old showcase mentality. We don't want the leader units being too powerful if they're not the ones being showcased, because then they have that potential to go a little bit crazy and just one-shot phases when we don't want them to. So that's why I also brought this Int Goten. Obviously he's a good unit, I think, in general, but he definitely needs a Dokkan Awakening, and he's not as good as the STR Easy A one, so that's why I switched them out. Because the STR Easy A Goten is actually a very good unit on this team. I think a lot of people at first were concerned that they're saying that, oh, you have to run that STR Goten with the LR to make them good, which firstly is not necessarily true, but the STR Goten is a really good unit, especially on this team. So if you have him rainbowed and fully easy aid, he is very good on this team. So plus we also figured I'd bring Whis just for the flavour, because you know he's not the best of a support unit on this category. But so that's him with his passive, I imagine, not active, because yeah, we had a support on the rotation. We didn't quite hit a mil. Still an okay amount of damage, I guess, considering Gogeta's damage reduction, but yeah, Beerus easily outclasses that. So I do think it's good that they put Whis on this category already, because obviously on the JP version, whenever the LR drops, they do have a Vados card, who you would assume is the reason why Whis is on this category in the first place. But obviously we don't have them on Global yet. So I wonder when, in fact, that event will come out. I assume whenever Hit next comes back on a banner, we'll probably get that story event. Because that not only makes the Hit super attack farmable, but then also gives us the Vados card as well. So that is something to be looking forward to. I'm definitely looking forward to Hit coming back onto a banner, because those of you who aren't new to the channel know the mega shaft that we got on that banner and didn't pull Hit in all the summons that we did on that stream. So no idea when he's going to come back. That's the downside to things releasing on Global first, is we don't know the schedule like we do when things come out on JP. So he's been back on, he dropped on JP not long ago, and they brought back Metal Cooler. We only recently got Metal Cooler for the first time, so really got no idea when he's likely to come back. So, but anyway, this time around, let's put Beerus in the first spot, just so we can see firsthand when he gets hit first, which raises his attack. He gets an extra 40% for 4 turns after getting attacked, which makes his overall attack 120% boost. Which, considering the, I think this is the highest leader skill team we can run him on at the moment until the new Merge Zamasu that's just come out of JP comes out as a Realm of Gods leader. So yeah, 2.9 on the attack stat. That is very good for a card that for a long time was considered one of the worst banner units you could pull on quite a lot of the older banners. So not bad at all. And then Champa coming in, finishing him off. Champa, obviously a very, very good unit for the Universe 6 team. He's a 40% support unit, which is obviously fantastic. And he does have a 120% tool stats and 3 key leader skill. So obviously, if like me, you did not pull the tech hit, you are still able to run a Universe 6 team using him as the leader. So, but I'm sure we should get a new Champa card, especially because we have this category now. Like if they brought out a new one, or maybe even gave this one an easy A, I think that's less likely, mainly because his, you know, from what he does already, the card is kind of designed with his new awakening to be a support unit. Didn't realise we were close to the Dokkan mode. I'm just going to let this go by. So it seems less likely that the Champa we have already would get an easy A. More so that they would bring out a new one. But of course, as I'm sure you're all aware, there are plenty of characters that were featured in the Tournament of Power arc that we still don't have cards for. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with in the future. Because they obviously released a lot of stuff in line with the times that things were happening in the anime, but now that it's over, there's still a lot of stuff left for them to do. So, and we've been seeing that recently with Dokkan, with things like, you know, them doing a Kid Goku Dokkan Fest for the first time, and that's a callback all the way to old school Dragon Ball and some of the other units that came on that banner. It's not something you would have expected Dokkan to do, probably even 6 months to a year ago. So be very interesting to see what they've got coming up. Obviously, LR, Kale and Caulifla, if you have hit, that's the Universe 6 team is just absolutely crazy, what with them being basically the best unit in the game once they drop. So, but you know, physical Champa, he at least got made a lot better than he was, because he was definitely one of those cards that you would see come up as your GSSR and just be incredibly disappointed. So, I mean, we've seen his RNG passive go off once, and 25% is just too low. Like I said, although he is sort of designed, they designed his awakening more to be a support unit, but considering how crazy powerful the tech Beerus is, of course he is an easy A unit, but I feel like 25% is too low. I mean, even if you made it 50%, like, it would still not go off fairly often. It's all RNG at the end of the day, but I definitely feel like 25% is too low, because if it doesn't go off, he just is so underwhelming. But, and of course they're going to freeze Beerus in the last slot, so let's unfreeze them. He's got full health, so Beerus shouldn't take him out in one shot. And we've got Whist on the rotation. Seems like a good rotation to end it off. I don't want the video to be too long. I don't know. Did we get his passive? It's hard to tell from their attack stat at the bottom whether or not we actually got it. But let's see. So Beerus up to a 3.2 with the Whis support on the rotation. Oh, wow. Okay. Just got a 2.4 mil crit and take him out. So we are on the last phase now. So I guess we can finish this off. Especially because if they're going to freeze the LR in the middle, then we could do this. And then this. And then we'll drop those like that. Can we get Champa's passive to go off for this final turn? And we'll go... Oh, Goten's getting super attacked. Is he going to tank? Is he going to show out for me here? I put him on the team. No, he didn't. If they give that Goten and those the Trunks and Awakening, I feel like that's one of the things they definitely need to fix with that Goten. The fact that he can mitigate damage, but it's on an RNG chance. So if it doesn't go off, like you see there, he can take a pretty significant amount of damage. But fortunately, we have a ton of HP. So, and they're frozen in place. We are going to heal though. I feel like Champa did get his attack raised because we've got no support on the rotation and their attack stats are very similar. So that'd be very good if we can actually get that. We actually managed to get that RNG for the final turn of the showcase. Yeah, 1.9 mil with no support unit. So that's the thing, when his passive goes off, not really that bad, but it's just the fact that 25% is just way too low. And then, of course, saying that, we get the level 3 dodge. So this is the RNG turn, apparently. We got the 25% for the passive, and then we got the 3% for the dodge chance. So I feel like that's a pretty solid turn to end there. The LRs should easily finish Omega off, even with his damage mitigation. So there you go. That is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you can think of any other good examples of siblings that you want to see showcased on the category, please do let me know. I might try and get the future androids finally finished off and show them off on this team as well, because the I guess the android category already has a 170 leader, so maybe not. But let me know if that is something that you guys would like to see. So follow my Twitch channel or join my Discord. Those links are in the description down below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.